have you sign it, you know?
Good morning, everybody. We are gonna get started. All right. So today we're gonna be going over the 2024 housing forecast. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. Did not let us get to the items. So let me share my screen. And I don't know. You guys should have gotten an email. It came from corporate that shows 2024 housing forecast. It came from Constant Contact. But if you did not get it, you can, and I'll put this in the chat. This is a spot where you can get access to the quick links. Has all the stuff for like what's new. There's the new Happy 2024 postcards you can print. Those are great for blank note cards. McKenna's got a bunch that she utilizes, so if you guys want some custom stuff, definitely get with her. She can do some cool print stuff. Come on. So in here, you can get also the access to all of the new stuff that Aaron put together for the buyer representation agreement information and the buyer broker agency toolkit. So if you need any of that stuff, and then of course the Home Buying Advantage flip book. This is pretty cool. I'll even show this one off to you guys. But this is the one for home buying. The cookies, and you can basically turn the pages. If you wanted to present this digitally, that this is available in here as well through Issue. If you have the Issue app, you can use that. But also on your John L. Scott app, if you have that downloaded on the app itself, both of the presentations are there. I do not know if they've updated and added the brand new seller guides, but we can check and see. So from the John L. Scott app, you can go to the menu, buyer guide, seller guide, check in seller guide, and it is the new ones. Yep, so even the brand new seller guides are in there. So from your app, you can even get those to present that as well, right from your phone. So just a quick tip. So it's nice to be able to get that. Also, there's upcoming training sessions. They're going to be placing more classes in there for Aaron and Jeff's law class. If you've not taken the new Washington State Agency Law class, you definitely want to do that. Take it for free, get the 3 free clock hours, plus get the insight and the information you need in order to even understand the laws, how to present to clients. We're going to be continuing that theme throughout the month, obviously, with our new, let's see, we got forms class this week. Another new form, I think it's listings. We're going over listing stuff again. And then we'll be doing the 41C and then probably again 41 and 41A again. All of those new forms. So be sure to check those out. And of course, if you need Virtuents, any discounts, stuff like that for their photos, you can do all your logging online through your MyDesk. And of course, you get the John L. Scott discount too, which is cool. Housing forecast ads. If you wanted to actually do a short sprint, maybe for a boost, you can actually do boosts now, even in other areas, which is really cool. So if you wanted to maybe like do stuff for maybe California, spots where people are trying to, move to the area, definitely a good ad to put together. I know a few people that are really stoked to have those out and ready, and they actually immediately started putting those together because they noticed that there's a lot of people moving from certain areas to Seattle. So they figured, hey, I'm gonna put some marketing money to a different place to attract different clients that maybe don't know anybody up here to get some leads, and that's working great for a few people that are doing that. And then last, I need our luxury people. There is the 2024 media kit. You can take a look to see all the new stuff for the guides for advertising for luxury listings in 2024. And of course, as a member of Luxury Portfolio International, there's also access to a bunch of different items in there, different ads, different ideas. I printed the whole thing out and gave it to McKenna too, so she can utilize that for different marketing pieces and stuff, ideas and stuff. And so it's got some good stuff in there. And of course, Lux Exchange, don't forget you have that opportunity to give free magazine subscriptions to your clients. It's a limited amount, but it is nice to get that from you to your luxury clients. So you have to log into the Lux Exchange to do that. And it's luxexchange.luxuryportfolio.com. If you need help at all, just email luxurymarketing@johnlscott.com, and the luxury team, Rachel, and the director, she can help everybody with that. You definitely want to take advantage of that though. They've got some really good stuff. And then of course, our own Exceptional Homes program guide is in here. If you need to download a copy, use that as well. I'm going to take this link and I'll put that in the chat. It's definitely another good one to have in there. All right. And then there's a bunch of other extra stuff in here about cell phone, information about technology, keeping you safe, keeping you connected through broker care. If you need help, contact them right through IT. You can do brokercare@johnlscott.com or do johnlscott.setmore.com that you can log in, or johnlscott.com/brokercare. And you can log in the same as your MyDesk, and there's an actual chat feature. So you can chat with stuff as well. All right. We're going to play this short video from Savannah.
Are you ready to take those calls to the streets? Have you joined the Daily Connect Challenge, and are you ready for the next step? Well, look no further. Introducing the Weekly Action Challenge. That's right, Weekly Action Challenge. Let's maximize all the work we put in last month with our Daily Connect calls, voice, video, and text messages. It's time to focus on that level 3 communication, focusing on the two-way communication between you and your clients. That means we are focusing on the voice-to-voice and face-to-face interactions. Cue the Weekly Action Challenge. Starting December 4th and ending December 22nd, you will have a Weekly Action Challenge card to complete with 5 activities on it. Turn in your completed card every Friday to receive 1 entry into a $100 Amazon gift card raffle. Sound easy? Well, that's because it is. So, what are exactly the weekly action items? Number 1, we're going to select 12 people from your database that you want to connect with that week. Number 2, we're going to create 5 pop-by items. Number 3, we're going to drop off 5 pop-by items to households in your database. Number 4, we're going to write and mail 5 cards. And number 5, we're going to complete 2 client engagement meetups. This could be coffee, lunch, walk around the park, or maybe attend a community service event near you. Lastly, we know it's the holiday season and a lot of you host a client event during this time. Thus, we want to give credit where credit's due. If you host a client event on top of other weekly action challenge items, then we will give you 1 extra bonus entry into the raffle. Now, to continue our Daily Connect Challenge collaboration, we'll be hosting a weekly 30-minute meeting at 10 a.m. every Monday to walk through ideas, struggles, and share real-life stories around our action items. So, are you ready for another challenge to help you kick off 2024? Are you ready to make the next 23 days count? If so, click on the link below and join the Weekly Action Challenge. I hope to see you all there. Attend a community service event near you.
Pause that. All right, so sorry, Savannah, didn't even pause you on your eyes closed there. So they're starting a new weekly action items, and I'm gonna give the link. But the name of the game is you gotta select 12 people in your database. You're supposed to create 5 pop-by items. Drop off the 5 pop-by items for your 12 people that you're keying in on. Write and mail cards. And then do 2 engagement meetups in the week. That's the challenge, if you can try to get all those items done. Today was the first meeting. I didn't have all the extra info and everything ready to go in order to get those out. Corporate was supposed to send them out, but I only saw one of the items come out for the reminders from the constant contact. So wanted to make sure I highlighted this for you guys. So the link, let's see. All right. Actually, oh, you know what? I'll have to send out the link because I closed it. It was in my email. So I will go ahead and send that one back out later, but all right. Let's talk about the stuff that why you guys are even here. The 2024 housing forecast comes out every single year. This is something that Lennox sits down with the marketing team and the analytical team, and they go over and they basically, go over all the data from the year, and they look at models from previous years, and they sit down and they put together a forecast, right? Based upon all of the history and the data and the information that's there. This is like a multi-month process of them working on this every single year. They always do this. So how do we find this? Well, it is inside of your John O. Scott Library and My Desk. Click on marketing. Once you click in here, you will have to scroll way down to the 2024s because that is where it's at. Keep going, keep going. You'll start seeing 2024 housing updates, but then there are different housing forecasts for 2024 for different areas. If you wanted to do just a different area alone, you can do that. So let me go to the basic, forecasted. Going. 2024 housing forecast. So within here, we've got a lot of different information. These are fantastic for social media, for print, for open houses. If you're doing any open houses in the first 3 months of this year, this is a fantastic item to print out and to utilize at your opens. Every year I send these to my VIPs. So these are really good things that people do actually take a look at and appreciate. So what we want to do is go down and find the area. And I'll do 2024 King County. So from here, we do have the new motion graphics. So this is an MP4. So if I click on this, we'll see the motion graphics. There's the King County 46-second long video. So from here, so if I wanted to use that video, okay, actually, you click on it again, I'll pause it once it comes up here. So if you want to save this video, you right click on it and say save video as. Then save that to your downloads or wherever you want to save it. And then from here, you would upload that video. You could either forward it to yourself on your phone through email to save it. You wanted to share it share it directly right into like your Instagram or anything, for video. That is good. You could do it that way. Or if you wanted to actually like edit the video and add your own branding and graphics and stuff on it, you can easily do that as well. So it's McKenna does that, I know, like for a few of our stuff for the office, but there's a couple of programs that you can utilize. Like iMovie is an easy free one that comes with your phone. You could literally do it right there. There's a bunch of online editors too. So that's how you save those videos. Okay, then we've got different printed items. So they have ones that are actually pre-printed, ready to go, the graphics that are pre-made for Facebook and one for Instagram. So from here, you can click on it and it's already made for Facebook. So you can utilize that. And then the one for Instagram is this one. And then we've got Docs. So it's Microsoft. This will open up and download for Microsoft Word. So from here, I'll have to stop my share. And then once this opens here, I'll reshare again. Stop share. Reshare. So from here, you've got all your stuff right here that's already pre-put together. And you can scroll to the very last pages. Oh, I selected the team version. And from here, you can click on your image, right click and say, change picture from this device. And if we have, I don't even think we have any images. Oh, Alex in here. That's a QR code. But anyways, it will replace whatever the image is. So rather than just inserting an image again, if you do it this way, it will actually place the image right into the circle. So you don't have to mess with edits. Makes it quite easy. And then of course, all you got to do is click and highlight over the items, put in your information. And then, and if this was only for one person, you could just delete these other ones. That's in the header. And then from there, you can download this and then you've got the one full done, ready to go, and you can print these out yourself. So these are, like I said, these are amazing for open houses or even just handing out to clients with your Popeye ideas. So this would be a really good thing. Okay. All right, so stop Zoom again, go back. Here. All right, and now, so you also have, there is a hyperlinked link to it. So from that, you also have, there's one for regular and for teams. Each one is regular and for regular teams. And then of course there is, instructions. If you're like, oh, I'm kind of lost, I don't really remember how to edit these, you can click on each PDF that will be able to give you the information for editing. Yeah. All right. Also, let me get back to the dashboard. And if you go into Bear Printing, right here, we've got a lot of, obviously all the new home seller guides are in here. I just ordered mine and even customized them. So they're beautiful. They came out great. And then you can add your, logo and your images and everything in here to be able to, use those for branding. Okay, so also, here are the 2024 housing forecasts. These are the PDF versions. They have the team or just regular or generic. So from here, and same thing for postcards. So if you wanted to hit up your sphere and mail those to them too. These definitely are a little bit better. They're a little more, detailed compared to the single image. It's hard for someone on those single ones for people to understand exactly like what, what's going on in the market from that one little postcard. So from here, go to the king, name the project. Create. And from here, and we'll automate and put in your branding. On the left-hand side, if you wanted to change any of the text and images, right? Click over here and you can change those out. But it's automatically pulling those. If you're like, oh, that's my old photo, that means in your profile on the left, that is outdated and you just need to go in there and update that. Okay, so we can click on the preview. You can do a PDF preview or an image preview. Image is faster. So from here, you can see that it's got the part that you've edited. The other pages are going to all print together. Go look at page 2. So there's the other information about the housing forecast. So these are easily another thing you can also do. Let's go back to preview. Let's go to PDF. So if you wanted your branding already done and filled in and everything, see how it's got it in here? Just shows it. It's all in there. So I'm gonna hit download and we'll go ahead and put this into downloads, save it. Okay. And now you've got it already edited. You don't have to do anything with the Word doc. So that's a little bit of a cheat for you if you want to use that. Makes it quite easy. So from here, you can print it and print, double-sided, and then you can fold these, and now you've got ones to hand out. So that's another way to do it if you don't want to wait and actually order them. If you order these, through Bear, they come on, good cardstock. It's good quality, heavier material, and they definitely are, not flimsy, like regular paper. So they definitely feel better in the hands compared to, just print it out. But at least, either way, you can get the information, like I said, to your clients or to, to your VIPs. So how else do you think you could utilize these? What else would you potentially use these for? We're opening it up for discussion. Zoom people, feel free to talk. Events? Yeah, that would be good.
We were doing like our pumpkin patch thing, and just giving, it's kind of like an eye catcher. Like,
It is.
How's the market? How's the market?
Yeah, I mean, that's what clients always will say, but I will say one thing about the housing forecast. These have a very short shelf life.
Yeah.
Because once we're in the market, no longer the prediction kind of goes away, where you already know what it's gonna be. So I would say these are great all the way till about the end of April. That's about the best shelf life for these. And after that, it doesn't quite, especially if rates by then really dramatically change and you hand material out and it's saying it's gonna be, high 6s, and all of a sudden the rates are like low 5s. They're gonna look at you like,
Thanks for
Yeah.
giving me old
yeah,
information.
thanks for giving me old info. So just make sure that would be the one thing I would say to keep in mind about this. But it's a great tool. I mean, I've given these out to clients many years. In fact, I haven't printed them yet, and I actually had 2 clients reach out and say, hey, have you sent the housing forecast yet this year?
It's pretty cool.
So they actually said that to me, and it's so funny because I think I've done them probably 4 years straight. And this is the first year I haven't done it just because I was so busy with all the new law stuff. So I kind of fell a little bit behind on my own little marketing stuff for my clients, and I had 2 people reach out and say that. And so that kind of got me thinking like, oh boy, I guess I need to make sure I'm, getting these, so I will be ordering those and getting them out. But there is also the opportunity to send directly to clients digitally, and I'll show you guys what this looks like. Let me see. I can send it to Joe. So go to Joe, we'll go to campaigns, add a campaign, go to the available, and keep scrolling. I think might have, or is this the one and send one only? It might be the one. Yeah, it's only, it's not the sign up, it's only send one. Okay, so I'll have to go to the email templates. And I'm gonna have to scroll down to the available, keep going. There we go. When you get down to the available templates, do you guys know there's over 1,117 different templates you can choose from? There's a lot. So if you scroll down and go to 2024 housing forecast. Okay, from here, now we need to find the, and this is the hard part. Here's Boise house, there's a generic version. Then there's King. So here's King. So if this is the one, what's the 2024 housing forecast, King County? So we can view this. And this goes into the pretty digital version. So if you wanted to send this, you can send this one. And it tells about King County. So if you want to save a tree, then this is also an option. Actually, we should go through and read this thing so that you guys know it. Huh?
It's up 4%.
No, where?
A little bit. Right there, homeowners locked into.
Oh, yeah, locked into sub 4% mortgages. Yeah, that's why they're not moving. All right, so let's just go through this thing, okay? What you see is what you get. Normal seasonal cycle, just fewer transactions. Seasonal ebbs and flow within the yearly housing cycle. And 3, restriction of supply will continue throughout 2024. I definitely believe that unless rates dramatically change. And then sellers were moved for the same reasons in 2024. Sellers, if they're buying, they want low rates too, so they're not looking to move anywhere. Those interest rates are definitely something that will keep people put. Convergence, higher home interest, mortgage interest rates are creating a convergence between two scenarios that are restricting supply of resale properties coming on the market in the normal sequence, especially in the more affordable and mid-price ranges. That is absolutely true. Higher home mortgage interest rates equals fewer buyers. 70% have a home to sell too. Results fewer homes for sale. So homeowners locked into sub 4% mortgage. Some are delaying their move, fewer sellers, result equals fewer homes for sale. So again, these are both reasons on why the supply is so low. In many areas with fewer homes available for sale and strong buyer activity in the more affordable and mid-price ranges, there is price support. Additionally, we anticipate price increases where there's a shortage of homes for sale. Had multiple conversations already this year, multiple offers. One of our brokers lost out 27 offers.
Wow.
27 offers, another person, 17 offers.
You know what the price change was?
In the 7s for one. And the other one was like, yeah, like in the, low 5s.
27.
27 offers.
Good on them for keeping the client.
Yeah. Another part of conversation that, obviously it's the new laws into effect, you gotta have the contract. And even talking this morning, right before class, someone said that, it was a awkward conversation meeting a new client and they wanted to see other properties. So our broker had to get a agency agreement signed and they got it signed. And I asked, oh, did you mark it exclusive or non-exclusive? And he goes, no, exclusive, of course.
Yeah.
That's the way I work. So I said, so let me ask you, is this gonna change your business? Because you're gonna have client, if you explained it well enough, clients know, the client actually said, that's great, that means I can just call you now and instead of doing this like all on my own. So kind of the light bulb kind of started going off for, for a few people who are just starting to do this. So I thought I would relay that, so if you haven't done that yet, definitely, it'll be coming to you soon, I'm sure. Uh-huh. All right, so in the 6 phases of the yearly housing cycle, this represents the number of new resale listings by month. Typical yearly pattern of new resale listings. This is about the average of what we see in the market each year. In our sales meetings, I always break this down each month and show you where we're at, into the yearly housing cycle. And this is the pattern for the Pacific Northwest. It sticks very, very close to this. A lot of it has to do with our weather, with things going on, right? I mean, it's just kind of like vacations and school, kids in school, kids out of school, college, graduations, marriage, I mean, all that kind of stuff, it all kind of comes into play with, this yearly housing cycle. This is a good graphic to have included into your packets, for explaining, the market to people. And it's a good thing to have this at your opens as well. If you do one of those kind of magic neighborhood boards, right? If you have one of those, I mean, that thing definitely should be in there to explain to people, yeah, this is where we see, more listings just barely start coming on. And then as soon as we get to that February to March, that's where pricing goes up. That's where more activity happens. Because everybody likes to all start shopping at once. So it's a great thing to explain to clients for them to kind of visually see it as well. And then they kind of, they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, who's moving in today's market? Obviously, life events. That is really where we see most activity, right? It's the job transitions, it's household formations change, it's marriage, divorce, downsizing, or estate. That is typically where we're seeing sales still happen, right now and in this past, the fourth quarter for sure. Like if people are selling and stuff, it's typically because one of these reasons is usually why it is. People don't just say, I don't know, just figured I'd sell just for no good reason at all. No, more than likely it's one of these life events. So how do we get connected with our clients before these events happen? What do you think? Staying connected. Yeah, that's the only way. I mean, if you can send these, right? This is the beginning of the year, there's your first touch, right? If you have done the bare minimum of your 2 reach outs a year, there's 2 things you should be reaching out to your clients for every single year, and they're defaulted in your MyDesk contacts. What are the 2 reasons? What's the first one? Birthday. There's one. Ding, ding, ding.
Good job,
Right?
Troy.
Great job, Troy. Right? Birthday
Home anniversary, baby.
and home sale anniversary. Now you got the 2 easiest bare minimum things you should be doing each year. I mean, hopefully their birthday doesn't land on the same day. That would be kind of strange. I mean, it's
Kinda
possible.
Cool, though.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. But very rare, but at least you know that those are the 2 you have to do for every single one of your clients. If you did that, if you just did that, right? Your win ratios and your referrals for all of these types of situations for life events are going to dramatically increase. So we all know that 88% of people in all the home buyer surveys say that they would use you again, but only 12% do. And the reason that is because they forget your name in how many months?
6.
6 months, they can't remember your name. Oh, what was her name? Oh, she was so awesome. She was so nice. She was a mountaineer. She loves mountain biking, skiing. Oh my God. Oh, it's killing me.
Joan. Michelle.
Yeah, they start going through the thing and they can't remember your name. They just forget. And life goes at the speed of life. You just forget these things, so. You have to have intentions to stay in touch. And if you just did those two and you added in like your automated drip housing updates. And maybe the buy side or home bot for the automated home valuation, if you did those things alone, right? How much better and how much easier would it be to have like more one-on-ones and maybe some events or something like that added into your business, right? I mean, it's just gonna make things easier on you. So please, those are the things you've got to be doing. All right. Should I purchase today or wait until interest rates come back down? Purchase when the timing is right for you. In your local market, if there's a shortage of supply of available homes for sale, we often see an increase in home prices after the first of the year, especially in the more affordable and mid-price ranges. What do you guys think pricing is gonna do this year?
Up.
Think it's gonna go up? Do you guys know by how much on average they're anticipating?
6 to 8%.
Yeah, 6 to 8%.
Tony's got all the answers.
Oh, we've been reading what,
I know how to read still.
guy takes vacation for a couple months,
Wow, he's on it.
comes back.
Couple months.
I'm expanding it. every time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean. You gotta know this stuff, I mean, come on. Gotta do it. Pricing is going to increase. Josh, are prices going up this year?
Probably.
By how much?
How much?
On average?
What percent you think?
16%.
16?
Wow, that's.
6 to 8.
Oh, 6 to 8, thank you. Uh-huh, 16%.
Good job,
If you guys
Hannah.
knew it was going up 16%, you guys would be buying yourselves. Right? So, see, this is the stuff in the conversations you've gotta have. So the math may lean toward purchasing today. So economists are forecasting that more home mortgage interest rates will lower over the year ahead. However, weigh today's higher monthly home mortgage interest rate payments against the possible increase in home prices. So it's one of those teeter-totters. It's like, do you jump in the pool when it's full of other people? Or do you go in and get in there and you might as well just wait and then adjust later, refinance later. There's Aaron's picture right there. Priority Home Lending's got that refi and 5 for free later on.
I've done,
Ah,
we've done the math.
yeah,
If you pay extra,
Been hammering that the whole time.
you've been hammering it.
The top plan, for sure.
Yeah.
Current rate is a placeholder,
Oh, I like that.
and then
I like that.
I ain't
Phrase,
using
a
that.
placeholder. Get in the market. I mean, so yeah, pick your poison. Do you
Yeah.
wanna get in and compete when everyone else is? And what is that gonna mean for them? That means they're gonna be paying higher for the home.
100 grand more,
Yeah,
well.
or you can make the 100 grand in equity and pay. What, $200, $300, $400 a month?
for how many more months?
For
Yeah.
like a year, let's say 2 years, it still equals out.
Well, I think it's very, very good odds and they're already planning 3 rate cuts. The Fed's pretty much.
But I'm just
Plenty.
saying, worst case, you do the math,
Yeah,
you do it over 24 months. The amount of equity you're gonna gain, plus the bonus you have to pay in order to get the house,
that's true.
you're gonna be way ahead of the game. And when you refinance, not only are you gonna cut your payment down, you're gonna be like plush on equity too.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you do that?
Swimming in equity,
What,
swimming in equity.
Not gonna waiver inspection.
do you,
Yeah, you get better options.
if you like buying retail, go ahead and wait.
Well, that's the
Full
thing
retail
is-
prices, or you're a discounted price for the same product
Yeah,
right now. That's what I've been putting out on the media world too.
yeah, I mean, there's definitely advantages. I mean, we all know it. I'll give you guys another insider tip. If you've not done any of the off-market letters right now, those things are gold. Gold. We had someone send out 12 letters because it was a super small community. 5 people called. They were like, what? I've never had this like good of
Some
a
good returns right
response. So,
Why do they wanna get out of there?
nope, some of them were literally like, hey, we don't wanna move yet, but honestly, after one more year, we wanna go to Arizona.
Oh, nice.
Do you know any, brokers in Arizona? So,
Well, yes, I do.
what community was that?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. I know that one. So I would definitely look at any of your buyers, and that's another thing, right? With limited inventory. I mean, those off-market letters should be part of your toolkit that you should be utilizing all the time, right? Because see, if you're just relying on what's in the Northwest MLS, you're like all of the, 40,000 other licensed brokers in the whole MLS. Like what, why are you gonna do the same thing as them? You're better. So step above them. And not only are you getting more at bats for the potential, dream home for your client, but you're also gonna get opportunities for yourself. It's a double whammy. I mean, it's two things. It's like, come on. Just take the time. And yeah, I mean, it takes time, but please don't forget the 5 elements that you should have in those letters. It should be name in the community specifically. So make sure you name the community. Make sure you name the sellers, dear name of the sellers, not to whom it may concern.
Nancy
To
and Joe.
dear homeowner. Don't do that. You must name your buyers. Name your actual buyers, my buyers. Name their names. And you must use the famous line at the very, towards the end is, I'm not looking to list your home. I'm not looking to list your home. That's one of the best hooks in the whole letter. Because it gives them the whole opportunity of options of communication about what maybe their plans are. Or, so, you know what I'm saying? That, and then the very last one, don't do the printed, outside of the envelope, handwrite it. Handwrite the envelope, stamp it if you have to. I mean, it's okay to run them through the machines, but if you handwrite, hand address it. If you got ugly handwriting, use someone else to write them or something. I don't know what, I heard people complain, I don't want to handwrite them because I hate my handwriting. Whatever, get someone else to write it then for you. But just, if you do those, you will get much better, results, always. All right. Okay, when is the time to refinance? Again, it's in the math. How long are you going to stay in your home? Roll refinance fee into new mortgage. Payback calculation period is usually less than 1 year. And then here's the sales activity intensity indicator, right? So you can understand the scale. This is the percent of listings under contract for the first 30 days. If it's under 25%, that's selective. If 25% is healthy, 35% is strong, 45% is very strong, 55% selling in the first 30 days is a surge. 65% is frenzy, and if you're 75% plus, that's extreme frenzy. Okay, in a typical year, the sales activity intensity of new resale listings going under contract increase 1 to 2 levels in the spring, and then it mellows back down in intensity over the summer and fall. Okay, where will home mortgage interest rates be in 2024, and how will that affect the residential market? You're above 7%, current market conditions are gonna, stay there. If you're upper sixes, right? If you're in the upper sixes, more buyers, a few more listings with a higher intensity. But if you're in the low sixes, many more buyers, a few more listings, higher intensity, possibly price increases. So if we get into the low sixes, which the forecast is looking that way, then it's definitely gonna make a frenzy market. Okay, several economists are forecasting that 2024 home mortgage interest rates will decrease into the sixes and go even lower in 2025. They either will or they won't, right? Separate markets, major metro market areas, job growth is the #1 major indicator to a strong housing market. Are you guys paying attention to job growth in the Pacific Northwest? How is our job growth? How we doing?
It's always been pretty good, but right now I feel like, I don't know, it's like uncertain times. There's a lot of, everything's all over the place. Construction building and slowing down and
Yeah?
it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of uncertainty in there, especially with, you got some large employers pulling out of leases in certain areas. Now, some of that is planned. A lot of times people forget this, but Microsoft's been building on a mega, area on their campus for freaking a decade. So that stuff's coming available. They're gonna have light rail to it and everything like that it's a premier place to live and work. And that's pretty much what they planned. So that stuff's coming. Tony?
We're up by 2%.
Yeah, we're just barely, but there's a lot of places in the country
there's
that's
a lot
way
of places
down.
That's down.
Yeah,
Everybody,
there's a lot of places that's down.
everybody tweaked down like 4 to 6%. We tweaked up 2%.
So we definitely have a strong job market.
We didn't have a lot of layoffs or anything like that, which is another strong indicator for our economy.
Yeah, back in this, what was that, beginning of summer, when they were doing a lot of those layoffs that were coming, a lot of the people who got laid off immediately got other jobs. So it was kind of like one of those things like, what happened? Not much. So 2% is actually really
Oh.
positive.
I'll be sending out those, I'm gonna go back to sending out the bombs on like what's going on in the local
Ooh, I
markets.
like that. Bombs for local market update. Lifestyle destination markets, if there's a strong sales activity in major metro market areas, there tends to be more home buyers that relocate to surrounding lifestyle destination markets. Additionally, those buyers with major home equity are repositioning to those markets for several main reasons: closer to family and friends, lifestyle and environment, downsizing, second home, or investment. Those are the typical reasons. And of course, luxury market, currently great selection, great pricing. There's more selection in the luxury market. It's starting in the fall, winter cleanup of luxury inventory begins. Several homes will be taken off market and repositioned for spring. That we see that happen every year. If you're, especially waterfront. Waterfront is one of those ones, like, you do not put those on the market in the winter. As soon as like summer's done, like October is about the last of your summer, or excuse me, your waterfront properties. After that, you put those away till spring. If a client wants to sell, if they have to sell, then your pricing's probably you'll probably take a little bit of a hit, because you're not gonna get as many of the buyers coming out for those waterfront properties. Has anybody looked at waterfront in the winter? Have you?
Yeah, last year.
Last year?
But just
I went during a snowstorm.
No, what? That's
We have-
weird.
Our listing had like power outages and it's like on Washington, like.
Oh,
And like every other time I come out there for open house or anything, resetting everything, all the clocks are off, all the lights are like messed up.
blinking and yeah.
What is this?
It's in Kirkland,
Okay.
and it's just, yeah, it sucks listing it winter, especially expensive stuff.
Yeah, and there's more of a selection right now, so that's something that, the sellers have to understand, the builders have to understand, is that there's more competition in that market.
Yards don't look as pretty.
The yard doesn't look as, yeah, you can't dial stuff in and really get that curb appeal that you
Yeah.
can in the spring and summer, for sure.
Carry a leaf blower with me.
If you bring a leaf blower, you really do.
Wow.
Wow,
Clean up the driveway.
Yeah.
For the open house, everything, just make it all nice.
that's, that's,
You gotta
that's
do
the kind
what
of
you
stuff
gotta
you gotta do, yeah, exactly. Starting in the fall, winter cleanup of luxury inventory begins. Yeah, several homes will be taken off market and repositioned for spring. I already did that one. When home mortgage interest rates lower and the wealth effect increases, we will see increased luxury sales activity. That's typically what happens. Then musical chairs will happen for selected properties. That's it's gonna be, you're gonna get missed out on, right? There are gonna be multiple homes, or excuse me, multiple buyers, not enough homes. Someone's gonna be out of the game.
Yep.
Chat with your John Scott broker associate for the following: for buyers, be buyer ready day one. If possible, become fully underwritten for a mortgage before purchasing. I would have that done no matter what. Makes such a big difference. I think Aaron said, that's right. We do that too, he says from his closet.
Standard practice.
Standard practice,
It's a
love it.
really nice closet.
That is good.
It's a really nice closet.
It is nice. For sellers, be market ready day one, showcase your home in the best light, to get the best price. And then seller listing launch, marketing your property. It focuses on backlog of buyers while we meet new buyers entering the marketplace. Highest sales activity intensity is always the first 30 days on the market for sellers, and that's how we always measure the activity, and always in the first 2 weeks is the highest. So that's just what it has been and what it always will be. The only time you see an uptick is when you actually see a price reduction, and then all of a sudden it actually jumps up again. All right, we got a chat. Looks like we've got. Aha, Jonathan's action items. Thank you, Jonathan. All right, you guys, that is it for today. Hopefully you've got this down to be able to share to your clients and utilize a great tool, right? So this is a good piece of marketing, and apparently when you don't send it after years, your clients will ask for it. So it is definitely, it's good if people ask for it. All right, thanks for making it. We will see you in forms class. Actually, tomorrow is Sky Slope training, I believe.
Yes.
So Sky Slope training for 2024. Does anybody have a deal or something that they're turning in? I'm gonna have to find someone for an example. It makes it a lot easier to show a real world example. So we will get back to you. Thanks for making it, you guys. Have a good one.